Hello everyone. Today we're going to do a brief beginning tutorial on GarageBand's loop template. So in the GarageBand welcome screen here, go ahead and click on loops. And at this point you may want to title your song to make it easier to find. These global music settings, we're going to go ahead and leave them as they are and press create. And this will take us into our GarageBand user interface. And one thing about this interface and GarageBand in general, it's a digital audio workstation and it's designed for simplicity and ease of access. And if you hover your mouse over a given control, it will tell you what that control does relative to the program. This is our transport window here, contains record and playback controls. This is your loop menu over here. This is our project timeline, and it's measured in measures and beats. And then we have our tracks window here. In order to browse loops, simply click on an icon in your loop menu, and you'll see a drop-down of the various loops associated with that icon. To demo one, merely click on it to play it, and then click on it again to stop the playback. To add the loop to your timeline, click and drag with your mouse, and then release your mouse button, and GarageBand will automatically create a track and add the loop to your timeline. This track over here has various information and functions. This button mutes or unmutes the track. This solos or unsolos the track if you have a variety of tracks and you want to pay attention to just this one. This is the panning control, and then this is your track volume control. As a keyboard shortcut, you can use the space bar to engage playback, and then press it again to stop. And in order to get this loop to play as a loop, we'll want to come down here to our loop control, press that, and then you notice this yellow area here. This is now our playback area for GarageBand. And when we get to the end of our track, the end of our loop, it will start over again and play it as an actual loop, like so. You can add as many as, I believe, 24, it may even be more depending upon which version of GarageBand you have, different loops to your timeline here. One thing that's important to be aware of when you're working with loops is the aspect of counting time in music theory. We can see these aspects of our project by going over this little note here and clicking on project. And now we see the key of our song, the tempo, which is the speed of playback, and the time signature. 4/4 is common time and simply means that we're counting 4 beats per measure. And you can actually see this here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 measures, and in a 4-measure loop we have 16 beats. And loops are of varying lengths, and you may find that some loops are longer or shorter than others. And that'll be something to be aware of as you work with loops. When you're working with loops and you like the 4 or 1 or 2 measure composition you've come up with, keep in mind that you can click drag to select all of your sound files, and we can press Command C to copy, move the playhead, and press Command V, and now our loop is twice as long. And we can do this with however many files we like in GarageBand. And once you're done putting your loops together, you can go up to the Share window and send the song to iTunes. From iTunes, you can bring your loop into iMovie. And that concludes our loop tutorial. Thank you for watching.